Senate Bill 34. Imagine this. Imagine a small volunteer fire department in a rural Texas county. Wildfires are getting worse every year. They're told there's new help coming, new coordination, and better planning. But when fire season hits hard, the money runs out. Decisions are made in Austin, and locals can't see who decided what or why. What the bill says it does? Senate Bill 34 says it improves wildfire prevention, strengthens emergency response, and helps volunteer fire departments by improving funding, coordination, and communication across the state. What it actually does? This means the state sets up new centralized control over emergency communications while keeping funding capped. This means state agencies and appointed councils gain more control, while local fire departments and communities have less say. This means utilities and emergency companies operate under coordinated agency processes instead of facing stronger public accountability. Who benefits? Insurance companies, because wildfire risk is managed with a capped assessment. Oil and gas companies and electric utilities, because enforcement stays inside of state agencies instead of courts or local pressure. State leadership and appointed councils, because long term control over emergency communications and planning is centralized. Vendors and contractors, because statewide systems create future contract opportunities. Who pays the price? Volunteer fire departments, when wildfire costs exceed capped funding. Rural communities and landowners, who lose visibility and influence over safety decisions near their property. And the public, who cannot see how major emergency decisions or contracts are made. Why it matters. When funding protection is underfunded, the risk does not disappear. It shifts to families, farmers, and small towns that depend on volunteer firefighters. When decisions move behind closed doors, trust erodes and mistakes become harder to correct. When funding is capped but responsibilities are permanent, local communities are left holding the bag when disasters grow. Questions to ask your lawmakers. Why create new emergency planning bodies that are exempt from open meetings instead of making them more transparent? If wildfire seasons continue to worsen, how will local fire departments be protected when funding is capped? Why were stronger enforcement and accountability provisions removed instead of improved? Bottom line, Senate Bill 34 promises wildfire protection, but delivers centralized control, capped funding, and less public oversight when Texans need strength and transparency the most.